my sister's 29th birthday. Morning guys, I've just dropped Charlotte off at club. I've got a pretty busy day on. I've got to go to Wolverhampton now, and then I've got to go to the other side of Cannock Chase to a place called Rugeley for a couple of calls. So that's my first two calls done. The first one was a spring had fallen off the tray, so the tray didn't lift properly, so the paper wouldn't feed out, so just had to refit the spring. So that's all sorted. The next call was on the same site but a machine configuration, so I just basically had to liaise with the on-site IT and get the machine configured on their network so that they could actually start printing to it. So all that's sorted now and the customer's happy. I'm now on my way to Rugeley for another couple of calls over there, and then hopefully I'll be finished for today. So that's my third call done. Was just the exit assembly. One of the feet had come off and got stuck in the fuser, so just had to remove the foot, then replace that. So that machine's all working now, so I'm off to my fourth call. Today Article 50 was signed, which is quite a big deal for us in the UK. Let me explain why. So Article 50, or the Lisbon Treaty as you might already know it as, or if you don't know, is a government document that the Prime Minister has to sign to officially start negotiations for leaving the European Union. So that's been signed today, which means that officially now the UK is in negotiations with the EU to leave the European Union. Which isn't a massive issue presently, because it'll take a couple of years to sort out, but in the long term I think it's going to pose more issues, but I'm going to keep my opinions to myself on that one for now. The one thing that has come to light since all this started, which has kind of annoyed me and has made me get massively on my high horse, particularly today, is the way that the voters went about all the stuff to do with the immigration. As with every country across the world, immigration is an issue in the UK. I don't think it's quite a big a deal as what people have made it out to be, and I think the small minority of the UK that voted on the fact that they believe that the foreign people take jobs away from British people. I don't necessarily think that's true. I believe that people think, particularly British people, think that the jobs that are available are above them. Say, for instance, a packer in a warehouse at Tesco's will be on £7.20 an hour. Now, somebody that's on job seekers will probably work out that they will get more benefit than what they will do working in that job. So they believe that that job is below them and won't go for the job and stay within the benefit system, as where somebody from Russia, Poland, Turkey, Greece, Cyprus, wherever, will just go to the job centre and say, I need a job. The person at the job centre will say, well, we've got this job at Tesco's, it's X, and they'll go, great, I want to go for the interview, and we'll take the job. So who's in the wrong there? The British person for, say, thinking that job's below them, or the Polish person for coming over here looking for a job? I think it's pretty much a 50-50 split. I also believe that if you are unemployed, you should be actively going for whatever job you can find. I've made no secret about the fact that sort of 10 years ago I had 12 months off work because I fell through a window and severely hurt my arm, which meant that I actually physically couldn't work. You know, my arm was in a cast for 8-9 weeks. I then had to have a massive amount of physiotherapy and all that, and I was off sick. I got statutory sick pay, and then I got income support, which for me, because I was only 19 and lived at home with my parents, was £10 a week. So it wasn't a massive amount. It certainly wasn't enough to survive on. So the first opportunity I got to go back to work, I went back to work, and, you know, touch wood, I've not been off ill since. And I've done some awful jobs in the past. I've been a pot washer, I've worked in hotels, I've worked in leisure centres, I've worked in retail, and now I'm a field service engineer. I do believe that there is plenty of work out there for everybody in Britain. People just need to lower their sights and actually, instead of going, well, I'm going to stay on benefits because that job's below me, is take the job, get out the system, get a job, get some money in, and actually do it. Stop thinking of excuses why you can't do it, and start thinking of excuses and start thinking of reasons of why you can do it. Then maybe, just maybe, we wouldn't have these issues with immigration. I genuinely don't think that leaving the EU is going to settle the problem with immigration anyway, because while there is need to take in political refugees and all that sort of stuff, you're going to get the two-bit pop stars like Lily Allen banging on about human rights and all that stuff. So this Brexit's just going to create more political nightmares for years to come. And whether or not it is good and we do end up making Britain great again, it's kind of going to be at what cost, if you get what I mean. Sort of, yes, Britain is great, but what have we lost in order to make it great, or what have we had to sacrifice? You know, not necessarily for my generation, but for future generations to come. You know, at what cost are they? Has our decision to leave Europe going to have on their lives? Plus, you've also got to think about the people that work in foreign countries. Like my sister lives in Spain. What impact is Britain coming out of Europe going to have on my sister, who lives and works in Spain, providing English as a language to that country and teaching English as a foreign language to that country? The impact on this has implications on both parties, and I do think that as a country we went into the Brexit vote a bit narrow-minded. I could also go on about what people have said, that having the immigration means that we're just welcoming terrorists into this country. But I think after the recent attacks in Westminster, I'm going to leave that one alone for today and get off my high horse. All my calls are done now. I'm back at home. I'm just going to chill out for an hour, do some work, and then I've got to go pick Charlotte up from Jodie's mum's. And then I don't really know what I'm doing for the rest of this evening. Yeah, sorry if that rant has offended anybody regarding jobs, but I do believe that we went into Brexit with a bit of a closed mind and are trying to blame the issues within our country on other issues instead of looking at what the faults actually are. In other news, today is my sister's 29th birthday. Happy birthday, Carrie. I hope you're having a great day. So that's going to just about do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all my other social media platforms. As Casey Neistat is now back vlogging, I'm going to leave you with a nice little time lapse. I'll see you tomorrow.